Hello everyone, welcome back with me today. I'm going to practice part 1, 2, and finally part 3 here. Okay, but before that, I'm going to tell you it's IELTS preparation test. So it's just practice at all. And this is as my task that has given by my tutor. So I think it's my duty as student to do this kind of task. And Um, I'd like to begin with part one here. In part one itself, I have several questions, um, up to up to four questions here that I have to answer, and I'll begin with the first question. Okay, first question I have is: do you like watching sport programs on TV? Definitely, I do. I usually watching sports on TV because I think it's a really exciting event and it's really fun. Um, Even I always spend my time to watch sports sports entertainment because my father and I has have a same interested in sports, so spend our time a lot to watch the um, sports even like the World Cup and then the national championship. And second question is, do you like to watch do you like to watch live sport matches? um to be honest, I prefer to watch the live sports match, um, because during watching, there are a lot of people that from the different friends, different fans of sports. So we watch together, and then we always screamed together at the moment. So I could say that um, yeah, I really like to watch the sports matches. Number three is: do you play any sports when you were a child? Um, yeah, exactly. When I was kid, I used to play a lot of different sports, such as football and basketball and badminton. But football is my favorite one, because football make me interested in, and then I think more comfortable with myself. But recently, due to coronavirus, I don't play too extremely because we have limited by our government not to do the sports even in outside of our home. And the last question is, what kinds of sport are most popular in your country? Just like what I said in previously, I live in Indonesia, which is located in the eastern part of Indonesia. And so far that I know, as far as I know, in my countryside especially, the most common sports are football and basketball. Uh, I may say most of people in my country, even um, in my city, um, used to play this kind of sports, and they think that it's more exciting and then more fun for them. Okay, next is part two. I have to describe about the clothing here, guys. So part two, including 4 questions, and provide 2 up to 3 minutes to speak, and then now I'll try to answer this question. And here in part two itself, I had to explain about the clothing. You should say, I could say what the clothing was, who gave it to you when you got it, and explain why this person gave you the clothing. Okay, I need to prepare first my question. 1 minute. I have just 1 minute, so after 1 minute, I will explain to you guys. Okay, guys, I will continue with part two here, and in part two, so just like what I said previous, um, my topic is about the clothing. So yeah, I will explain to you now. Okay, once more time. In part two itself, it contains containing a questions that I have to answer, and yeah, let's just show it. Okay, describe an item of clothing that someone gave to you. I could say what the clothing was, who gave it to you, when you got it, and explain why this person gave you the clothing. Okay, yes. Yeah, all right. Um, one of the clothing that I've ever got, that was a coat, um, which is which uh, which which is the black shine color, and the size is L, and also this coat is really expensive that I've ever get by someone. So this quote has given by my one of my lecturer, and the interesting one is we were um, we have a good relations between us. So uh, he is my lecturer. Apart from that, he's my friend too. I got this caught when I was in my college a couple of years ago. If I'm not mistaken, it was on last month of 2021, and that was really exciting even. Um, and also, I got this quote when I in my bachelor degree, uh, and it was a special moment because not only my lecture at the moment, but also my family, my friends, and all people of mine also came to the event or the ceremonial. Um, he decides to give me this quote because in previous, when um, I was did my when I was did my yeah when I was did my um, uh, my paper, and he said like, if you become the cum laude, I will give you my best quote of mine. So when it comes to the event, so yeah, he became the responsible person, so he gave me that quote. So I feel so happy at the moment, and also has that saw me because I think take what was really really interested in, and then it's really really expensive. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yes, I will continue to part three here. In part three, also, I have several questions that I have to answer. So let's start it. First question is, what kinds of clothing do people in our country wear to work? The most common clothing that people in my country wear when they have to go to their workplace is t-shirt. What t-shirt? I think t-shirt is simple and really really affordable when people use it. And most of people that said t-shirt also it's really easy to use uh, without considering any things, and it's not too heavy when they have to do something, or even when they have the wet. So t-shirt is the thing also that makes um it's make easier to makes it easier to draw. So yeah, I could say that most people in my country prefer to use the t-shirt when they uh, go to work. Okay, next question. What kinds of clothing do people in your country wear after work? Um, there are a lot of employees in my area because yeah, just like what I said. I live in Eastern Indonesia, and most of people in my country after they work, um, they always wear they always wear a simple t-shirt. Yeah, just it's tantamount with when they have to go to the work. But honestly, it's not complete as when they have to wear the t-shirt when they have to go to the work, such as the helmet and then the other things. It's quite simple, and it's it's more um, it's really 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 all right. I mean, it's really um, it's not too hard when they have to use this the t-shirt. Next question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of wearing uniform at school? Okay, I'll start with the benefits one. There are a lot of benefits um, of wearing uniforms or uniform fashion at school, such as most of students wearing uniform when they have when they go to school, um, because of uniform as the characteristic of the school. And one of the benefit is um, people can know the students where the students from, and then where the school when they take the school, and also they were familiar with uh, the situation, and that will help them to a little bit more aware about the criminal, I think, in the route or something like that. And for the disadvantages of wearing uniforms at school, okay, I think uh, I will start from my experience when I was in my college, or even when I was in senior high school, because in senior high school also, um, I wear uniform at my school. One of the uh, disadvantages, one of the disadvantages uh, is when we were wearing